Well, time to meet him again and be once again like, I hate you. Oh, that's alright in my books. I like dumb jokes too. I also like pretty much every joke that is reasonably funny is liked by me.
You're certain he wanted us all to come?
Not that I'm much of a
Have
comedian
you ever
myself.
seen anything so awe-inspiring? Behold the power of my god.
He has a very distinct nose, hasn't he? Now then, let us experience what it is like to talk with God.
Watcher.
Yeah, it's me.
I wasn't sure you'd make it. But there is enough of you in me to grasp that you had a better chance than most.
Endgame. I don't actually think so. If memory serves, after this meeting there's another one. I think we still have to find the lost city of Hokkaido, and that's where the final confrontation will probably happen. This is just where he basically reveals his grand scheme, and we are gonna be like here, oh no! He has a plan! Yeah, he didn't just revive in a giant Eldra statue out of fun. No, he had a plan in mind. Not that he bothers telling even the other gods about it, or pretender gods. I do think that we still have a bit left of actually playtime. And I do enjoy it. Honestly, well, I do like playing this game and making progress. It's always, you know, once you are getting a bit more into it, with that slight feeling of sadness that comes from knowing it's probably going to be over in a while.
Some would say it's because you have a strong soul. Great deeds come easily to one so spiritually blessed.
Well, I'm not just spiritually blessed, I'm monetarily blessed. I have over 300,000 coins in my pocket. It helps too, he says. You'd be surprised.
Or have you become great because of what has been thrust upon you? Watcher of Cadnua.
Yeah, I'm not any longer the watcher of Cadnua because Cadnua has been fucked by you. You see, this giant fucking Ardra cunt, he has stepped on my castle, and I take that very personally. It has taken me the better part of the first game to build up that castle, and I don't like him just, you know, stepping on it. It's a bit of a bitch move. Ever since then, I had a clear-cut goal in mind. I want to squash him.
Oh my god. You're really, I mean, this can't.
Jody, this is not the time. Go back somewhere else, you know. Calm down a bit. Take a cold drink in this fucking volcano.
I see you, Shoti. I am glad that we could meet, even if it is under quite unpleasant circumstances.
Now listen up, mister. The last time me and Shoti were busily somewhere in a god's realm or in the presence of a god, do you know what we did? We looked for a nice little bush on the side of his realm and did a nice session of 69ing or scissoring, depending on our mood, just for it. Honestly, considering he's just the villain, not really a bad guy from what I've seen. He has, I guess, 9 or 10 times over. Honestly, all of the pretender gods are kind of fucked in the head. Magran is always going for the absolute murder option, if she can. Like, you know, this time, she's just going to explode a fucking volcano. She's not even going to ask any questions. Also, that whole Godhammer thing, you know, where she kind of was involved in. That too wasn't really nice. Ondra? Yeah, let's not start with Ondra. She sent us on a suicide mission, just for funsies, basically, in the White Marches. Then there's Berath, who basically blackmails you into helping because it's either you help me, or I'm gonna give you a game over. Nice. Who else do we have? We have Whale. Yeah. I remember the Hall's Obscured. He's a giant tentacle monster in life, and now he's not much better. Anyone else necessary to get mentioned here? I guess there's Eosas himself. As far as the Pretender gods are concerned, he's a lot more involved with, you know, Kifkind, which is nice. He actually cares a bit about them. But still, you know, he has really found a good balance, has he? And honestly, there's a good reason why the gods should not directly walk on the bloody Eora. That just means trouble for everybody involved. Just by him being here, Magran is going to fucking make a volcano explode. That's the sort of trouble I'm talking about. It's not good for Kifkind in general.
This is really happening, right? Gone. Your humble priestess is before you.
Oh boy.
Please, tell me what you require
Odin,
of me.
more shutting
How
up.
do I save more lost souls than I can carry in one lifetime?
By shutting up.
Face bright red, sweat beading her brow. Shodi stumbles precariously closer to the edge. Lantern rattling, she catches
Odin.
herself. A mere moment before she would have toppled
Gee,
over.
we need to take this woman back a bit.
I know that you have undertaken a noble mission, but I will tell you what I told the Watcher. You need not fear for the lost souls of this world.
Oh boy, that sounds great.
As for you, Watcher, why is it you believe you have made it this far?
Well, no, good fortune and good people have carried me a whole way, honestly. My comrades are, well, basically my biggest treasure at this point.
As would we all.
See?
But you have come a great distance for answers. What would you ask of me, Watcher?
Well, now that you put me on the spot.
That we have. And I got a request. Down here. God, look how full my lantern is. I've been harvesting day
You
and
have
night
not.
for you, my God.
We have emptied this one in
Lantern
between.
rattling, sickle gripped so tight her knuckles are white. She waves her arms over her head.
Why
She shouts.
are you trying to get his attention? He just... Honestly, actually in this scenario, if he needs to sneeze, we're all going to get blown off this little thing. Die. He'd be like, whoops.
My dear Shodi, I do not mean to diminish your presence here. But this is a question that the Watcher needs to answer.
It's basically a talk between men, just that my main character is not a man, but you know, we're talking mano a mano here.
She alone was tasked with pursuing me. The gods have placed her in this fire. It is only right that we speak together now.
Well, first things first, can you give me back my soul, please?
When I am finished here, you may have it back. Though you may find the process not painful, but traumatic nonetheless.
I would still like to get my soul back.
But you have come here for other answers. Why I have returned, where I am going. Am I answering to you, or to Bereth?
Barrett can suck my... Shit, I don't have a dick right now. Barrett can suck my tits, I suppose, for all I care. It doesn't really have the same impact, though. For fuck's sakes. Barrett can suck my strap-on or whatever. Just gonna need to buy one at some point. I need to know.
It seems someone else needs to know. One who has held me to the flames once before.
You mean Margran?
Of course. Margran fears what I will do, just as she feared what I would do in the Deerwood.
Pretty much, yeah.
Understand
Oh,
that
I
what I'm
missed it.
saying is neither a boast nor a challenge.
Damn it, I missed one line.
It is the clearest statement of truth I can give you. Give Bereth, in the hopes of dissuading you from taking actions that may harm others.
What the fuck are you going to do?
Force gods and mortals alike to open their eyes to one another. It seems my sister does not like the sound of that.
You don't say. So, can you be more specific? What the fuck are you trying to do?
I want to return the gods to our original purpose, and to allow mortals to worship us, or ignore us, for what we are, not what we pretend to be.
Kinda like where this is going, though.
Shodi gasps sharply, for once too stunned to blurt out a response. Her eyes are wild, with too much white showing, when she glances from Aethys to you.
Whatever you're doing, there's gotta be a better way.
When I entered Widewin, I did so with the intention of illuminating the history of Anguith. I wanted to show all the nations of the Eastern Reach the machines we had used to create ourselves.
That's
How we
interesting,
had
isn't
hidden
it?
our true nature from mortals for millennia. But even if I had succeeded, my words would have been easy to deny. Belief creates the foundation upon which a mind's reality is built.
Well, that is kinda true, yeah. If they don't wanna listen to you because they believe otherwise, you can't really do much.
Some minds can never let go of that foundation. They would rather hold tight to the world in their mind than accept what they're being told.
And even your words could be corrupted by the Latin Key and the Hand Occult.
It is what we have tasked them with for thousands of years. Even their clumsiest attempts to cloud the truth can be easily accepted by those who want desperately to believe it.
Well, true enough.
And so have the gods, with their help, maintained this illusion for hundreds of generations.
Yet you did. You managed to make everyone believe you're actually gods.
But even a beautiful illusion is still a lie, obfuscating reality even as it points to a transcendent truth. The time has come for a new covenant between gods and mortals. One forged in the light of truth and understanding between our kind. I will leave this place and go to the lost city the Huana call Ukaizo.
Yeah, I kinda figured.
It is there that all souls pass through the machines of the gods, where all souls pass into the beyond before beginning their next life.
Well then, to Kaizo you go.
When I reach that place, I will find our great machines and tear them to pieces. I will smash the great wheel until the lights of hell all gutter and die. And when my work is done, I will leave this world forever.
More destruction. You're tearing the whole world apart because you can't make peace among yourselves.
You know, to the guy that could just press his finger and you can win, you know? Roll for initiative. That's kinda how it is with any sort of role-playing game though, when you think about it. Some battles should not even be battles because they'd be immediately over, but no, instead it's like, well, okay, you roll for initiative, well, your enemy gets a surprise attack because he's surprising you, but that's it. Yeah. Otherwise we wouldn't have much of a game, would we?
Adair, there will never be peace among mortals, so long as they are unwittingly manipulated by the gods.
You know, I would like to point out that even if the gods were not involved, we would still not be at peace. Mortals are little bitches, we do like to fight for any bloody fucking reason against each other.
The divine enslavement that Whitaker reveres perpetuates ignorance, chaos, and violence across the world.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm basically a small fly, and I'm not nearly as fast as a usual fly is, so I'd probably get... I mean, you know, as I said, if he needs to sneeze right about now, he would just blow us off this fucking little bridge thing and we're all dead. Precisely, even. That's how much of a challenge we are to him.
I only wish to destroy the darkness that surrounds the gods, that you may better see us for what we are.
I mean, he should be well aware at this point that I'm not really on his path. That's insane! No, Maul explodes 2 volcanoes in you for good measure. What?
Both gods and mortals alike rely on the wheel.
That we do, actually.
We depend on it for the souls that give us power. Mortals depend on it for the lives of future generations. Breaking it will force all of us to face the truth.
Have you thought about this? Does this actually mean that no new souls, or old souls, will get embedded into the new children? Will that lead to another Hollowborn crisis? Yourselves, have you thought this through? Please tell me you have an answer to my questions.
We will fail together or move forward together. Either ending is preferable to the cycle we still find ourselves in.
Yeah, but the cycle kinda works, you know? You can't just tear down a system that works and, you know, be like here. Or live with the ruins. Also, could you maybe lift me out of the volcano just for...
Go on, wait! Before it's too late! You gotta take the souls I harvested for you!
The priestess thrusts her light-pulsing lantern outward, as if waiting for Aethys to take it from her.
They are not for me to take. Shodi, you are
Yes.
their guardian now. You are their protector. You have taken responsibility for them, and only you can decide their fate. Once again, the gods have put you in a precarious position,
Yeah, you
Watcher.
don't say. Oh boy.
Considering all the troubles I have put you through, the least I can do is protect you from the wrath Magrin has intended for me.
Roll eyes. Oh, praise Eosas. What an amazing gesture.
For your sake, I will ignore that.
Come on, I couldn't
Brace
help myself.
yourself, Watcher.
Also, thanks for the airlift. I kinda needed that because there seems to be some fire raining down from the sky. And I would like to get out of here.
Guys and gals, we are literally being touched by the hand of God right now.
Even better.
Despite herself, Shodi squeals. Trembling, she sways on her feet as if she might faint.
Yeah, it's basically like meeting your old lifetime star that you have really loved for forever, basically. You're like, ah, I'm gonna faint now. Even better, we're not just going to get touched by it, we're gonna ride the hand of God. Tasty.
Hey, Aethys, we're not done here. You and I, we're not finished. Don't think you can just move me aside like all the rest.
Yeah, I'd like to point out, physically speaking, he can just move you aside if he wants to. I mean, he's fucking big.
Maybe you can't be stopped. But on behalf of everyone you've trampled, betrayed, and ignored, I'll be coming to see you again.
Adair spits. In the surging heat, it never reaches the ground.
Honestly, I'm with it at this point. I have some more qualms about his nonsense.
Perhaps we will meet again, Adair. Until then, take care of the Watcher.
Yeah, he will. He's one of our bestest allies, honestly. Has been forever, basically.
Aethys's great hand floats away from the luminous Audra pillar. As it pulls back, for a brief moment you see a golden tether flash into existence between the pillar and the great Titan's back. When the Audra fingers gently cradle you, there is first a sensation of warmth, but it is followed by a harsh splitting of consciousness. Your awareness vacillates erratically between the physical world and the spiritual dimension
Well,
of
sometimes
Aethys's
we
body.
all hate being a watcher and being able to see all of the soul nonsense.
Your soul glides amid the many trapped with Aethys. As your brilliant form passes by them, they call and reach out for help. Below Aethys's body, the volcano erupts. Molten rock rushes over the great Audra body, but does not slow
Magran.
its movement. Rathun rushed to higher ground, but cannot outpace the lava, which overwhelms and consumes them as it
I
rises.
kinda figured as much. See, that's why it's so great to serve one of the gods. Magran is like, well, I'm just going to explode the volcano. What do I care about my most ardent followers? And you wonder why the gods are so beloved in my books. They are a pain in the ass. At the best of days. Outright deadly when they're not feeling basically in spiffing top condition. Yes. I do wonder why nobody ever looked back like, wait a second, my predecessors were followed Magra. Oh, well. Any of the gods basically ended up dead by a whim of the gods. Maybe it's not a good idea to follow them. Just maybe.
Your attention returns to the heart of Aethys's body.
Oh, once again.
Deep within the whirling masses of souls, you again sense your own presence. The fragment that was taken from you.
Hey, has a sight of
This
me.
time, you reach out to it as it reaches out to you.
Nice.
You meet somewhere in the great mass of Audra, the rest of the souls fading at the edge of your awareness.
Honestly, in this game, very few of them are at least good intended. Yeah, I mean, it speaks kind of for Eosas that he actually has good intentions, but he does make such a bloody mess of everything. And he really doesn't understand that, you know, the means by which you achieve your goal also are somewhat relevant to your cause. If you just stem through, well, the fucking Deathfire, crushing anything that you, maybe not intentionally, but step on, that's not a good way to get to your goal, honestly. Also, you know, you could just stop and try to explain some things, and I mean, you would have probably get in a few more people to understand and be like, yeah, you know what, actually, what you're saying is probably reasonable. Yeah, the ghosts are just hell-bent on doing whatever the fuck to keep the status quo. I mean, I get it, you know? They've been gods for hundreds of generations at this point of cave kind. Why stop this? Yeah. Well, I mean, that whole thing get back to the fucking Ingwithians going like, oh shit, there are no gods, but we need gods. Well, then why don't we make gods? Yeah, no, actually I don't think Eosas has any sort of malice in his behavior. It's just that he should really consider the consequences of his actions a bit more. I mean, he is a god, so he should have necessary brainpower to be able to do that. The fact that he doesn't do it, that's just negligent, basically. He's not nearly doing enough, honestly. And at least the other gods can claim for themselves that they are not actively engaging on Eora. I mean, to be fair, Whale has his body somewhere hidden away. Not any longer, though, because I kinda gave that body to Consulhout. Totally not gonna fuck me in the ass at some point, but it was fun for a moment, I will have to say, and I couldn't resist. I guess, technically speaking, I'm a bit more of a future problem for Eora than... yeah, let's not go there yet. I might have fucked up at that particular point, I'll admit. It just was a funny option. Can I say? I was drawn to it.
We are together again. Are you ready to be together again?
Well, I mean, why wouldn't I be? You're kind of part of me, aren't you?
Since we've parted, you've become someone else. I have become myself.
Which place? Well, like, you know, two sides of the same coin. Come back to Papa.
When we
Oh,
join,
or Mama, that is what.
we won't be ourselves anymore.
You know, obviously, we'd be something better.
Your senses yank back to your body, still in Aethys's hand. There is light, sunlight. He has emerged from Ashen Maw, the rim of the volcano and the great keep of the Rathun collapsing behind him. The Adra is barely visible through the thick lava covering his body. And still, he moves.
Yeah, I don't think actually the Adra is affected by the lava. You probably would need a lot more heat. And even if it were somewhat affected, that particular Adra holds a freaking god.